can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mix it. Made her at one of the...
In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field in Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackled by Jeff Okudah. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 36.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A run with Lindsay out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Phillip Lindsay.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Eluding the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return will stop right around the 25. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
20-yard line.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Lindsey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going with Lindsay. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run with Lindsay. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Draw play. This is Miller. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
The 28-yard line.
Here's Locke. This is the tight end fan, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Block working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. This is Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Lions.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Broncos 9, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lindsey. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that is no good. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
For Denver.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Lions, first down.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll find Miller. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, first and 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Lions.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Score Lions 20, Broncos 9. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks. quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Higgins. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Rashard Higgins.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Miller. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Lamar Miller on the carry.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Christian Wilkins never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Third down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
See the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, Locke rolling to his right. He'll run it.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Locke will try to sneak. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions.
it just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jones. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Down to 1 knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Lions, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This is second nature. All is automatic. Animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.